Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing another installment in the Luxury Will I Buy It series. But here on my channel, we add a little French twist. So for collections we do want, we say oui. And for collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As you know, I have my online beauty consulting service, which is where you get the chance to talk to me one-on-one through a Zoom chat. So this is not only for people who want makeup advice, like some people book a session because they're new to makeup and they just want a little bit of guidance. Some people book with me because they have an extensive makeup collection and they just want a little bit of help zhuzhing things up, mixing things up, and just getting a fresh set of eyes. So if you want to make an appointment for yourself, click the link in the description box down below. All right, so as I've mentioned, there is an upcoming Sephora sale in the next few weeks, and next week I will do a video talking about my recommendations for you guys with the dates and all that. But with that in mind, I thought we could do a Will I Buy It specifically at Sephora. So let's go shopping at Sephora together. Let's walk through the aisles and say, oui, non merci, you get the drill. So first up, we have something new here from Westminster. This is a brand that I have loved. I've tried, I think, every single product, or almost every single product they've come out with. Overall, I really, really like this brand. And they have something new here that's a little bit more in like the basic category. It's a bone brow defining pencil. Everyone needs a little bit of zhuzh in their brows. You know, it's like a makeup basic, like black mascara, eyebrow pencil. That's what I mean by basic. So they're gonna have 4 shades. And if I look at the Sephora site now, I can see the product, but it just says new and out of stock. Typically they do that. They just sort of build or launch it on the site, and then in a day or two they'll actually roll out the actual ability to shop. So you're going to have a brow pencil on one side, and then the other end will have a spoolie. Very basic indeed. What's interesting is the spoolie is going to be detachable, so it won't be just like a regular eyebrow pencil. You can actually unscrew it, I think, or take it out. So you're going to have a little spoolie. So they say it's for more precision, more control, which does make sense because sometimes an eyebrow pencil is a bit large, so you feel like a magician, you know, playing with a wand here. So I could see that. I'm a little surprised they didn't come out with this earlier because Westminster is very much like Your Skin But Better, like You But Better, very like subtly beautiful, almost like in the Bobbi Brown category. You know what I mean? Like You But Better. So they have foundation, blush, highlighter, bronzer, everything else basically except for eyebrow pencil. Now, will I buy this? Personally, I think this is a non merci. Not because I think there's anything wrong with the product. Like I said, I love this brand. But when it comes to brows, like brows are so personal. I think we could talk to like 100 different women and everyone has like different products that we swear by. For me personally, I love Benefit Cosmetics for eyebrows. I have the Goof Proof. I have like several other, let me just pull them out right now. I have this one here, the Goof Proof brow pencil, and the shape of the Westminster brow pencil does look like this one here from Benefit, just like this sort of like slightly wider but also more tapered at one end. Of course, this one here does not come with a detachable spoolie, it's just attached here. So this is like my go-to with like this combination here with the Precisely My Brow. This is like the very, very thin one I use just to like get a very thin, crisp line. So that's my personal like go-to brow. But I think this is gonna be good. I don't see any problems with this. Like the shades are not like, there's only 4 colors, and some, like I think for me Benefit is like an eyebrow company and they have a lot more colors. But listen, if you love Westminster, if you love the brand, if you like the colors, I'm certain you will love it. Like I don't think there's going to be anything wrong with this. I just think for me, I've already found like my go-to brows, and as far as like brow pencils go, I don't know what exactly is going to be better here, you know what I mean? So for me, this will be a non merci, but let me know in the comments if it's a oui or non merci for you. One thing that's interesting is the darkest color slate in the promo photos is on a very deep complexion. And I know sometimes people with like really deep complexions have issues finding brow pencils or contours. They just don't exist. So at least here in the promo photo, it looks like if you have a deeper complexion, you can find an eyebrow pencil that will actually show up on you. Moving on here, we have Tom Ford. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Primer. For some reason, I thought this already existed, but the Traceless Soft Matte foundation exists. Now there is a primer. Now, I am not that much of a primer girl. I'm trying to fix that. I have slowly become a bronzer girl. I have not gone a day without bronzer in months now, and I love it. So I'm trying to become a primer girl as well, just because, I mean, I'm very extra, so I may as well. So let's look at the description. It says, a primer that creates a protective barrier between the skin and makeup for a soft matte finish. Interesting. Now, here's the thing. I used to avoid anything that had the word matte in it, whether it was foundation or primer, because I think I just had bad experiences with bad formulas where matte just meant like drying and cakey and like the Crypt Keeper type of vibe. But I've tried a lot of soft matte foundations and they've been really beautiful. So maybe I would try a sample of this. I'm not going to go ahead and buy the full size right away because I'm trying to ease myself into primers. So I'm going to try a sample first. But I could definitely see this being a very, very popular item because I know that Tom Ford foundations in general, and a lot of people have oily skin or combination skin, so anything that's going to be a little bit more mattifying, I totally get it. It says it's supposed to provide up to 12 hours of oil control and improve the quality of makeup. I'm definitely looking for primers that will help with the longevity of makeup, just making sure it looks impeccable all day long. The oil control is not personally an issue that I have. I think I would just want to know like how much oil control, like is it going to be drying? You know what I mean? So for me, buying it full size will be a non merci, but I would love to try a sample if I can get like a little deluxe sample or even like just a little pouch, you know, those little samples. I would definitely try it. I can see that this is going to be a very popular item for a lot of people. So in the comments, oui, non merci. Moving on to something so fun. This is like fun is the only word that I can use to describe this. This is Vanessa Myric's Beauty Infinite Chrome Flakes Multi-Chrome Gel for Eyes and Face. I need to get into Vanessa Myric's Beauty because she has some fun colors. So these little magic pots here, it's a gel. Okay, it's an innovative self-setting water-based gel formula with suspended multicolored multi-chrome flakes. Oh, that sounds amazing. Easy to use multi-chrome flake formula that requires no mixing medium or adhesive to apply onto the eyes or face. It's a hyper metallic product, allows you to create long-wearing multi-dimensional looks without worry of fallout. I think for me, I go into the more bold, like blue, green, fun colors in the summer. Something about summer, something about hot weather makes me go like full mermaid on my eyes. So now that the seasons are changing, I'm getting ready. All of these look gorgeous. I'm thinking perhaps the shade Shooting Star, a lilac blue with minty green shift. And this is a type of product that if you look at it like this, it's one color. If you look like this, it's a different color. I love that because this type of product always looks like you have 15 different colors on your eyes, but you only have one, and it's very, very little work and it looks amazing. So, I mean, we always want to look like we put in more effort than we actually did. There's also one called Lightning Bolt. That's a chartreuse with gold shift. I love that. I love the shift of green and then gold and then purple. Like, give me all the colors. Like when they say, do you want color? I say, yes, give me all the colors. The only issue I will have will be choosing which colors I want. So I'll pick maybe a couple. I don't know. I mean, yes, this is a we, definite we. For me, I'm gonna wait for the sale, but definite we. These look gorgeous. I just love color, and I just love this sort of like iridescent shift that just looks gorgeous. So it's a we for me. All right, moving on to something also in the very fun category. We have a large eyeshadow palette here from Natasha Denona. We have a 15 shadow palette. Now, you guys know, a giant eyeshadow palette is not always for me. Like, I really have to be really wowed by the quality and also the shade selection. I just get overwhelmed with all the colors to choose from. But to be honest, this palette to me looks very fun. I love all the colors, the pastels. It's very spring, it's very fresh, very light. The only thing that's annoying is that this is limited edition. I mean, I guess they come out with a lot of limited edition, like, you know, new collections, they come and go. It does look pretty. It does look nice. So I've definitely had very strong opinions about Natasha Denona eyeshadow because I bought a mini palette once. It was terrible. I had to return it. But I've bought some of her single liquid chrome eyeshadows. Let me show them. I guess I just have one. This is the Chromium Liquid Shadow in Infra Nude. I love this so much. It reminds me of the Vanessa Myrick, where it has that shift, that iridescence of like gold and green and purple, etc. This I absolutely love. This is limited edition for some reason. It should not be. It should be permanent. It's just the most beautiful shift. You know, you apply very little and it looks like a complex eye look. It's waterproof, it doesn't crease, it's amazing. So I'm thinking maybe I should try more Natasha Denona makeup. I've heard that the mini palettes are not as good as her larger palettes, so that could be where the issue lies. But I just hope she comes out with more of these because they're amazing. So in reality, am I going to get this pastel eyeshadow palette? Probably not. I mean, maybe if I look at some reviews and some swatches, it does look very, very fun. Like, that's the word that I can think of, is just like fun. That looks so fun. But in reality, will I get it? I don't know. Peut-être. Maybe. Yeah, it's more of a maybe than a non merci, to be honest. All right, moving on to Dior. We have the Dior Addict Refillable Lip Shine. Interesting. So a few of you have asked me if I'm going to be getting these lipsticks. I don't personally have any plans to pick these up right away. I love Dior, of course, but for some reason, something about this shape, this case for the lipstick tube doesn't really get me. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. These refillable lipsticks also have these two new cases. One is this pink quilted material and one is denim. I can like objectively look at these and think that they look nice, but there's something missing for me. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you see something and you're like, oh, that is gorgeous. I need it. I want it now. I don't know, like for me, this is just not calling my heart, and I know that there will be lots of other things coming out in the future, so I may as well just wait. They have a lot of colors available in this formula here. There's a lot going on, a lot of new shades here, and it's really just colors across the board, like nude, red, corally colors. These are supposed to be full coverage, so very opaque. They're also supposed to be hydrating and a high shine finish. So think more of like a glossy lip finish rather than a matte or even a satin. It's going to be more glossy. And I know people who've bought them who are very happy with them. I think that this is just going to be a collection that I say no merci to, but this is permanent. You know, sometimes when like new permanent items come out, I don't always feel the rush to like rush out and get it because it's permanent. It's going to be there for a while. So I may in the future down the line see a color that I think looks gorgeous and that I really want to get. But for the time being, I think I'm good. No merci. Okay, moving on, next from Dior is a new Bakstage concealer. I am so excited to see this. I have consistently loved the Bakstage collections. I've tried the foundation, eyeshadow, blush, highlighter, contour, bronzer. Like this Bakstage collection has been out for several years now, and consistently it's great products. It might be a question of color choice for different eyeshadows, etc. But consistently, these have been good products. And I'm sort of surprised they never came out with a concealer before. Last year, they came out with their gel powder, no powder, I think it's called. And this is what I've done to it in the span of less than a year. It's just a really great face powder. It's like a gel water infused powder. So if you have dry, mature, dehydrated skin, it's great. If you have oily skin, it might not be for you, but I love it. And so every spring, summer, they come out with something new here for the Bakstage collection. And now they have concealer. I can't believe they never came out with it before. So if you look at the photo here, it looks like you have a little wand and a little like pencil. It looks like a brush almost at the end of the wand here. So this is a concealer, but I'm assuming you can also spot correct with it if you want. It's a liquid formula, long wearing, medium coverage. It's supposed to be hydrating as well with a radiant finish, and it says it's good for dark circles. It says it's caffeine infused radiant concealer that delivers waterproof and crease-proof full coverage with an innovative makeup brush application for precision. Okay, so that's like a very precise little, it looks like a makeup brush, like built into the wand here. So this is a oui for me, definitely. I cannot wait to try this. This looks great. Like I said, the Bakstage collection in general has been very good to me, so I can only assume the same for this here. The shade range looks pretty inclusive here as well. The Bakstage like face and body foundation is very inclusive, so it makes sense that the concealer would match, and the powders as well. So all across the board, a giant oui for me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Moving on to something new here from Laura Mercier. We have the Tinted Moisturizer Blush. I had to read this a few times to understand what I was reading. Tinted Moisturizer Blush. It's a blush. It's not a tinted moisturizer. I guess they're trying to go into that same line, like they have their tinted moisturizers, and so they're just continuing that with a blush. But I find that wordage a bit confusing. So don't use this all over your face. It's a blush. And we have several colors here. They look like a nice range. We have like really deep red chocolates. We have nudie pale pinks. We have everything across the board here. So this is a cream formula, light coverage, natural finish. That makes sense. When I think of Laura Mercier, I think Laura Mercier, Bobbi Brown, and Westminster in that like you but better. So the fact that it's a light coverage makes sense. It's described as a weightless cream blush that delivers buildable natural cheek color with the skincare power of a moisturizer. Okay, so it's just like a moisturizer mixed in with a cream blush. That makes sense. Like I said, part of like the tinted moisturizer line, which is just like skin tint mixed in with moisturizer. So if you have the tinted moisturizer, you can get one of the tinted moisturizer blushes here. The fact that they're describing it as lightweight and buildable makes me think that maybe it's going to be a little bit sheer and you have to build it up. But honestly, when it comes to blush, it's much easier to apply than it is to remove. So it's good if it's not too intense right away. I think that this looks really nice. I don't know if this is calling my heart. You know, like sometimes something can be objectively pretty, objectively beautiful, and you can see why other people like it, but it just isn't for you. And I think that's the case here. I think this is going to be a non merci for me, but I could definitely see this becoming a lot of people's staple products. Like if you have dry, mature skin and you essentially want every layer of your makeup to have moisture and hydration, this is going to be for you. If you like a very natural flush, your skin but better, this will also be for you. So again, this is permanent. I am not in any rush to try it out right away. I may give it a go in a few months or even in a few weeks if I am persuaded enough. But I think initially this will be a non merci for me. Okay, moving on, I have 2 more items here to show you, and both are candles because I love a scented candle. The first one here is from Voluspa, and this is the Kalahari Watermelon Glass Jar Candle. I think this looks gorgeous. I love this sort of like peachy, almost like grapefruit color, and I love watermelon anything. I love watermelon. I love any sort of candy that's watermelon flavored. I love any watermelon scent. Just give me everything watermelon in general. So the fact that this has watermelon in the name definitely piques my interest. The photo here looks like summer. It looks like a watermelon margarita in a candle, like the watermelon, the lime. It just looks great. I think it looks wonderful. Would I blind buy a candle? Probably. I have blind bought like Bath and Body Works, you know, when they have those like crazy sales and you buy a whole bunch. I've definitely done that before. It's a lot less risky to just buy a candle online. I mean, you might not love it, but it's not like a perfume. This is described as a fresh citrus, fruity, pressed lime, chilled watermelon, holy basil. And a candle is supposed to last for 50 hours. This one here is the mini version. And I actually prefer the mini version because I like the glass jar top. But anyway, if you like scented candles, if you like watermelon, lime, basil, like that just looks like a fun margarita to me. I just think it looks beautiful. I definitely am a sucker for like luxury candles. I have a bunch of like the diptyque candles that I've burnt and put my makeup brushes and lip liners in. I mean, I don't know. What's the point of living if you can't have fun? So the next item here, the last item, is also in the fun and like, why not? This is from Nest, New York, and this is the rattan grapefruit candle. Like Boca Raton, is that what they're referring to? I also love a grapefruit. I could eat grapefruit every day. It's delicious. So the reason that I selected this is because of the wicker basket surrounding it. I don't know why, but that to me looks gorgeous. I just think it looks so nice. They have 2 sizes. They have one that's 8.1 ounces and one that's 21 ounces. Let me grab a candle and see if I can compare. So I have this diptyque one, and this is, oh gosh, let me see. This is 6.5 ounces. So the smallest one is 8 ounces. So the smallest one is going to be a little bit bigger, and then the larger one is 21. So it's going to be quite hefty. This is a fresh citrus fruity candle with notes of pink pomelo, grapefruit, and watery green notes. I might also enjoy that. I've never tried pomelo, but I think I would like it if I like grapefruit. Yeah, both of these are candles I think I would enjoy. I can't decide if I like the Nest candle better or the Voluspa candle better. Like just the decoration, you know, like the packaging. They both look nice. They have a different vibe. I think the Nest one looks a bit cleaner. But I've never seen a candle with that sort of like wicker basket packaging. And then the Voluspa one, we've seen these before. They look really nice, but it's watermelon. So am I gonna pick watermelon or grapefruit? Let me know in the comments. You can pick an emoji, watermelon or grapefruit, but let me know. I feel like maybe, peut-être. These are items that I would definitely add to my basket and wait for a sale. I don't think I would buy either one of these like full price, but give me a sale and I will say yes. So it's a pretty strong peut-être, leaning on oui for both of these last candles here. So that is today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you are not subscribed yet, I highly encourage you to do so. And you should also hit your notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a video and also when I post my Sephora recommendation, because like I said, the Sephora sale is coming up soon. I will do a recommendation video of the products that I've bought that I think you should buy or avoid, just to help you out. But yeah, this is today's Will I Buy It? Oui? Non merci. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you are saying oui or non merci to. And I think that is it for today's video. I love these types of videos, just talking about what's new and upcoming. Like sometimes I talk about only upcoming in like the future, like in 6 months, but it's also nice to just talk about what's currently available for sale right now and whether or not I think it's worth buying or getting into, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.